trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas.
Taimi Fairbairn to kick off for
It's
Houston.
Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Patriots offense led by number 1, their new quarterback for 2020. That, of course, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
On first down, Newton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
White's numbers from a week ago. 12 carries, 55 yards.
Watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Off play action, Newton. He's airing it out for Sanu. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 11 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Watson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will.
That's good.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. They'll try the air now with Watson. Screen play, Johnson. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
The New England ball carrier.
In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
At the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 27, Newton. And Graham's got it. Complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Come on, dog!
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively.
It's now
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From just shy of midfield, Newton, he's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Newton. This is White on the screen. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Nothing.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. Finding bounds complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. 13 yards on his 1st catch. It's a 1st down as well. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second and goal, Watson flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, it's White. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Caught by Sanu. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
To Mohamed Sanu.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Newton on 1st down. And this one brought in by Sanu. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Sanu. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Running out of the gun with White. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Patriot 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll try and run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, the connection made. It's Graham. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
New England.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Slant route caught by Edelman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Patriots.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he finds his tight end, Graham. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. And this is caught. It's Edelman. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Operating from the gun, Newton, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, as the first half is winding down, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Devin McCourty there defensively.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. The final shot before the break, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with our score. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now out comes Houston. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think that they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Newton being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding. They'll
come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On a handoff, it's White. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
2 yards on the pick.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At their 48-yard line.
They stay on the ground with White. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
James White, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now the Pats' leading rusher the past 2 seasons, it's Sony Michel. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. That goes for 15 yards on the fake, a 1st down. And a lot of fist pumps right now on that sideline. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try to pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even go into fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked.
A gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Newton now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Roughing the passer defense.
Ouch. You thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Following the penalty, Michel. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They'll try and run it with White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Touchdown. James White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
Houston set to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Now 2nd and 6.
From the 36, Watson escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll move the chains.
That's a 43-yard.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Watson looks to throw again. And Stills bringing it in. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38. But defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage,
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Fells. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense...
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Makes the score.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
At the 41.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, Newton. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4 at the 46.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And Graham's got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Bernard Drake.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
And
he's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And, whoa, definitely not what you want to see from a man who played only 2 games last year as you get a peek at Cam Newton down injured on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
At the 2-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run for it. This is White. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
James White.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run. This is White. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Cooks. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Watson on 3rd down. Hard to believe his 1st catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Watson off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the 28. Throwing again is Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, They frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England.